Hey, Chrissy. Good morning, Chrissy. How are you? I am. There's light behind me. I got my coffee. That's my son there. Say hi.
Yeah,
What'd you do?
I did say
Oh, okay. What are you ready to do now? Take a shower?
I did.
You already took a shower?
Scared school. You really drew.
All right. When Chrissy comes out, make sure she gets you some lotion to put on your arms, okay?
Boy, some cool.
Yeah. Go get it. Hey, everybody. So, I stopped yesterday on my way home from work. I have my coffee and I purchased some Pandasol. And I also purchased some Panda Ube, which that's what I'm going to have for breakfast this morning because it looks really, really good. Is this something, the Panda Ube, is that something I should warm up for breakfast? Should I have it warm or should I have it like it is? Guys, tell me in the chat. Should I warm this up so that the ube in the center is nice and warm, or should I have it cold? My first time having it. Looks good. Okay, and nobody said whether I should have it warm or cold. LJ, how are you? And Charm, you're there. And who else is there? Dees, you're there. Hello. Chrissy. Chrissy, are you still there? Chrissy was the first one to join me this morning. I'm actually getting my son to help me take my lunch and stuff out to the car. Garrison, can you help me? Can you carry this out to the car for me? Now when you come back inside, you make sure you lock the doors, okay? All right, got my coffee. All right, thank you. All right, let's go, everybody. Let's go to work. This is my son Garrison behind me. He's my big helper.
Huh? And I start school in August.
What day in August do you start school?
August 12th.
August 12th. Okay. Yeah. He will be a senior in high school. Start school's August 12th, he said. Oh, let me get my key to my car. Hang on a second, Garrison. All right, I got everything. Okay. So it is very, very sunny out. Very, very sunny out. That's open. I put the coffee in the holder right there for me. Thank you, bud. Hey, Shay, LJ, BG. Wow, nice weather. Yeah, it is nice. It's not too hot this morning. See, buddy, I love you. Have a good day. Make sure you lock the door, okay? Yeah, all right, so put you guys here. Go with me to work. Have my lunch. I have some rotisserie chicken and some stir-fried vegetables. Then for my breakfast, is it ube? So, yeah, I'm gonna try it. I've never had that before. So I do one of the things I wanted to try to start doing is trying more Asian dishes. As you guys know, I love Filipino food. I love the pandesal. Pandesal I thought was really good. I have some of that inside. It was really expensive though. I know everybody over in the Philippines is saying that I can get pandesal and it's like, 10 pieces for 50 pesos or something like that. But here it was like 6 pieces for 450 pesos. So it's much different price-wise. Thanks for sharing, Chrissy. And if folks are here from Charms Channel. So, I am about to leave to go to work. One of the things I tried yesterday was this mango drink with pulp. It says real fruit pieces. It actually tasted very, very good. It's a product of Malaysia. It's really, really good. It's tasted very well. It's just, I don't know if it was something that my stomach was ready for later on. So, yeah, that was that. All right, so I am going to be trying the ude for the first time. This is the, it looks like a pandesal roll with the ude in the center. It's purple. I think what I read said that this purple was like a yam. Ube. It's a yam that I'm gonna try. I'm just gonna try a little piece of that from it that's coming out the side here. Listen. Wow, that's good. Wow. Where has Filipino food been all my life? That's really good. Wow, that was really good. I might have to buy that again. That will be my breakfast staple when I move and retire to the Philippines. Yeah, I did, Chrissy. It was really good. What is that? Crystal's Adventures. Welcome to my channel. I have a bite too. Yeah, that was really good. So I'm going to leave now, and I'm going to take you guys to work with me. You're going to ride on my trip with me to work. So while I'm driving, I won't be able, obviously, to read all of the comments, but I encourage conversation in the in the group while I'm driving. You guys can conversate and amongst each other. Try to have the Philippine woman conversations that all the Filipinos love to have. How far Kuwait? It depends on traffic. Right now, my Google Maps is telling me that it should take me 35 minutes to get to work. To work. So I would say about 35 minutes, but that depends on traffic. So I'm going to flip it around and I am going to show you. First thing you'll probably see is my house, where I currently reside. Going to be hopefully selling this house whenever I get ready to move to the Philippines. I don't know what we're going to do yet. So 35 minutes to work, yes. So I'm going to flip it around. You guys are going to see me, see my house and see the drive that I take to get to work in the morning. I just want to share a little bit of my world to my friends over in the Philippines. You guys have shared and blessed me with so much that I want to share just a little bit of my day and my drive. Once I do stop, I will stop and read a few of the comments. But obviously I can't keep up with all the comments while I'm driving. But yeah, all right, so here we go. I'm gonna flip this around. All right, that one right there, that is my house. There's a lot of cars. There's 3 cars there in the yard, plus the car that I'm in. And so yeah, I'm going to get ready to leave. You guys enjoy the scenery, enjoy the ride. I'm gonna pass by some very popular places that you guys know. There's about, within that 35-minute drive, it's gonna be a lot of sunlight in your face here in a second. But in that 35-minute drive to work, I'm going to pass about 5 different McDonald's in that 35 minutes. Yeah, let's go, Chrissy. I like Chris. Chris is gonna be my ride or die. She's gonna ride with me. I appreciate that, Chrissy. This is the houses, some of the houses in my neighborhood. This is, I guess you would consider this a middle class neighborhood. I pass by all the rich people houses. I pass by their houses on the way to my job. Dave, welcome to my channel. Welcome to my channel. My name is Joel. My channel name is Old Dog New Tricks, or Old Dog New Trick. Not to be confused with the, I think his name is Paul, that's in the Philippines, that lives in Dumaguete. So I'm going to be sharing my ride to work with you guys, while enjoying my coffee and my panda ube. Manilyn, good to see you. Chrissy, Dees, Dave, Chrissy, thank you for joining. Crystal, you as well. Got the red light here, so I gotta stop. There we go. This guy's out cutting the grass, keeping the city that I look in nice and clean.
Ah, Drew is driving also. Sorry, I missed that. I wish I haven't seen Drew yet. There's several here that I haven't actually seen. I've seen video with them with their camera orientation like I have it now, facing forward, that I haven't seen that I would love to see. I have not seen, let's see, well, I haven't seen Crystal's face. I haven't seen LJ's face. I haven't seen Infinity. Whenever I see Infinity, whenever I see your name, I always say to myself, at least, to infinity and beyond, which is from the Toy Story movie, as you guys probably know. So yeah, this is my drive. I don't have the big truck anymore, like Papa Bear. Papa Bear, if you're out there, shout out to you. You're somewhere here in the USA. And Papa Bear, if you are out there, I want to do this. If you're ever in the South Carolina area, particularly in the Charleston area, man, let's hook up. Let's hook up and have a coffee and chit chat for a little while. I'd love to sit down and talk to you. I know a lot of the Filipinos here have met one another from different towns and different regions. And Papa Bear, you are the, other than the Filipinos that I work with, you're the only Filipino that, I won't say that I know, but you're the only Filipino that, on my YouTube channel, the Filipino male that is here in the US. So I'd love to connect with you. I know that you're supposed to eat the pan de ube with your coffee, but that was so good I ate it all before my third sip of coffee. That was very good. Yeah, Papa Bear's also traveling. I actually drove big trucks for a little while as well. Drove for a while. I have a family of drivers that drives in my family. I have one of my older brothers. He drove for a while. My father drove trucks for about 38 years, I think it was, that he drove trucks for. And then my brother that's just above me, who lives in Houston, Texas, he drives and is currently driving. So I have that trade or that skill set is something that runs in my family. I did it for a while. I couldn't do the whole. It was a bit much for me in my lifestyle at the moment. Now, if I were able to do it again now, I probably would, because things have changed for me in the last couple of years, as far as my need to be able to stay home and stay close to home. As you guys saw, that was my son earlier. His name is Garrison. That's my buddy. That was why it was so hard for me to stay away from home the time that I was driving. So yeah, it's hard for that. So traffic is not so bad right now, so it might be on 35 minutes for me to get to work today. I can't see here on my... Okay, my little navigation in the car says that it will take me 28 minutes from right now to get to work. So, yeah, there's one of the big trucks there. This is actually called a dump truck, is what we call them here in the U.S. The police are all out here this morning. I've already seen 3 police officers just since I've been in the car. There is not a whole lot of traffic right here. Probably in the next 10 minutes or so, I'm going to see a lot more traffic because I kind of stay where I live is more so in the Providence area of the bigger town, which is there are 2 towns that are really, really good size, or actually 3 towns that are really, really good size that are right next to each other. And I have to go through 2 of them to get to work. Going through the first town that I'll go through is the next largest town close to me. It's called Goose Creek. And then after I go through Goose Creek, I will get to the town that I work in, which is North Charleston. So probably in the next another few minutes here, I'll start having some traffic. Signal's still good, no buffering. That's what I was afraid of while I was driving, is that I would have some buffering. But I'm glad to know that the signal is good. Okay, stoplight, 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 stoplight. Yeah, no buffering. All right, let's see all there. Chrissy, Dees, Chrissy, Infinity, LJ. Okay. All right, time to go. So right over here, there's some fast food restaurants. There's a Wendy's, a Waffle House. That's a Waffle House is a breakfast place. There's a Bojangles. And then right here in this little center right here, there is a Dunkin' Donuts there. I think you guys have Dunkin' Donuts over in the Philippines as well, I think. And it looks like some kind of Asian restaurant that they're putting here. And then this is the first McDonald's that I will pass on my way to work. So a little bit more traffic now. And then there'll be even more in a few more minutes. There's the market, one of the markets here that's called Publix. So you guys might remember the video that's posted on my page where I went into the market and there was a lot of flowers. This was last year around, I think it was last year, around, not 4th of July, around, what's the holiday? Valentine's Day. That was around Valentine's Day. That was the store that I was in. That was the market that I was in, that particular Publix right there. That's where I was. Saw that, and then I went in. I did the whole Rice is Life thing. I actually have a video that I did yesterday when I was on my way home. I stopped by this Asian market that's here called Saigon Asian Market, which is where I bought the panda ube and pandasol from. And I was walking around doing some shopping in there, and my phone died. So I wasn't able to get all that. They had some durian in there, which it's such a big fruit. I didn't want to spend that kind of money on it, and it wouldn't be something that I would like, if that makes sense. So, and you guys can make a comment in the live here, but I have a question that I wanted to ask. If there's anybody listening about dating culture and dating a Filipina, if there's anybody out there that's willing to answer my question. Just something I want to get cleared up in my mind. Because as you guys know, when I get to the Philippines, once I get settled, I would like to meet a Filipina. Form a relationship. I've tried the whole thing of trying to start our LDR now and have it develop over time. And I have some friends, but LDR relationships are hard because of the distance. Yeah, Chrissy, I have a question about dating Filipinos and the culture difference, because I think that's going to probably be probably the, I won't say barrier, but biggest thing to deal with. So, is there anybody out there willing to answer my question? Because I want to learn. You're washing clothes. Yeah, I did that yesterday. A little more traffic now. Okay. All right, nobody wants to take on. Yeah. First, I have to find the single, yeah. Yeah, first thing I have to do is find somebody single. I've had some guys, some American guys that are already over in the Philippines that suggested that I not do a long distance relationship because it is so hard for those. Two of the guys just told me, hey man, just wait till you get over here. Wait till you get over here, wait till you're settled. Get settled and then just get out in the community. But my question has to deal with one thing that I've noticed is that being direct with individuals and being direct with people and getting a response, because I think it is important in a relationship to have clear bounds of communication and clear communication about what each person expects. My daughter just sent me a text. Hey, Nicole. So, Nicole, I don't know how much you've heard, but I'm trying to have a conversation about dating in the Philippines. Is it even called dating? I've heard that it's not called dating in the Philippines. I know I have some time before I get there. But one of the things that I would like to do once I am settled, as I've mentioned probably a couple of times already, is to find a Filipino that I could find something and develop something with. Had a couple of relationships here that have been LDR, but it's just so hard so hard to have an LDR because I want to be there. I don't want to be separate. Infinity, is that popcorn that you put there? I can't see it. It looks like spam. See, here that means that this is getting ready to be an interesting conversation. Not sure if that means the same thing. But I don't know if it's a communication thing with being able to communicate with someone. Well, let me ask this. Are Filipinas comfortable with a male sharing their feelings? So if a Filipina had a friend or a boyfriend or a husband, is it acceptable for in a relationship that excuse me guys, I got a phone call coming in. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I'm not sure who, somebody for work, but then when I answered the phone, they hung up. Yes, my favorite popcorn and spam, Kuya Joel. Nicole says maybe Christian dating app could help you, Kuya. Infinity says, yeah, somebody was calling. Yeah, I thought about the dating apps, Nicole. When I get there. But then they talk about all the scammers that are on the dating apps. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. You know, as a Filipina, do you want your partner or your husband or your mate or whatever, do you want them to be able to share how they are feeling with you? Can somebody answer that for me? Anybody that's in the chat. Do you want your partner to share how they feel? Chrissy said yes. Okay. Chrissy's the only one that is having a conversation with me. So Chrissy, then I will ask you this. Is it normal or is it normal for a Filipina not to share their feelings? Feelings, Nicole, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, is it normal? As a Filipina, do you want your partner to share how they are feeling about things with you, and you do the same thing? So Infinity, I see you say yes and no. I don't know what you're saying yes or no to, because I've asked two questions. So dating culture and marriage culture and everything like that is completely different here in the U.S. It's just different. And I don't say that I have anything to personally to compare it to, because I am not there in the East and in Asia to be able to compare how it is, but just from the videos that I've seen and how other people talk about relationships with Western women and relationships with individuals or women of different cultures, and they talk about how different it is. And me, I think I find that refreshing. What I would be looking for in a relationship is somebody that I can share my feelings with, that I can be vulnerable with, and that won't use that vulnerability against me. Somebody that I can be their emotional support, and somebody that'll be an emotional support to me. Infinity said, it is not normal, the Filipina not sharing her feelings. Okay, that's good to know. So a Filipino will share her feelings of how she feels. Okay. And Nicole says, wait a minute, I'm driving, I'm moving, so I can't read that now. So I passed the second McDonald's, and now this is the third McDonald's. I'm sorry, I wasn't showing that to you. The McDonald's that I'm about to pass now is over here to my left. Right here, this is another dealership that I used to work at. That's a Honda dealership. I worked there about 8 years ago. And then this is another McDonald's right here. And traffic's not getting it to where I can stop and see the conversations that we're having. But I will do that here in just a second. I had to move my screen so that if anybody else is commenting, I won't lose it. But next comment that I'm going to read is what Nicole was saying. Miss Quiet Nicole, who was working yesterday when I did my StreamYard. Oh man, this traffic won't stop. I just want y'all traffic to stop so I can read what this comment is. Traffic here is a lot worse when school starts. All right, I'm gonna get off here and get on another road where I know I will be able to stop and see what the comments are. There's another route that I could go to get to work where traffic is usually always moving, but going this way, it's gonna be, I'll be able to stop here in a couple of minutes because of traffic. So if there's anybody else that's in the chat, what we're talking about right now, I asked a question about dating a Filipino, and relationships and the culture difference between dating in the West and dating in the Philippines and Thailand or wherever, Malaysia. So I am waiting to get to where I can, and wouldn't you know it, so I come this way so that I know I'll be in traffic and I can sit and read the statements. And from right now, that way looks clear, so I might not be able to stop. So I got a little bit to where I can stop here behind this car. Okay, let's see what Nicole said. All right, Nicole said, yes, sharing feelings is important. That's the beginning of honesty and trust. You're absolutely right, Nicole. That's the beginning of honesty and trust. What I've had issues with here in the past is, being honest with someone about my feelings and being vulnerable about my feelings, and then having my vulnerability being thrown back at me as an attempt to hurt me. Okay, Chrissy says some Filipina, they want to share. Okay. Manolin, just heart. Mom, she says, Kuya Joel, good morning again. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Infinity say, give me your hands. Me? Give you my hand? Here you go. Now, what are you going to do with that? Give me your hand. Okay, Infinity, she liked and shared. Wow, traffic is really light today. I'm just breezing through the places where I'm normally sitting. Okay. All right, Infinity says, you have a long drive, Kuya, going to work. Yeah, it was about 30 some odd minutes. I don't know. I'm on the street that I work on now. So I don't know. I'm guess I'm probably maybe 4 minutes out. Wow. Okay, Google Maps says I'm 12 minutes out, which is probably meaning that there's some bad traffic up here somewhere.
Make a U-turn at Mazick Road, Northside Drive, then turn right.
Yeah, there's some bad traffic up here because it's telling me to go a different way, which I'm fine with that. I'll stay where I'm going. I won't go a different way because this gives me an opportunity to see some of the comments, unless Google Maps is totally wrong. All right, let's pick back up here in a second whenever traffic stops. Once I get to work, I still got a little time before we're supposed to be in the building, so I'll be able to sit and talk with you guys. I don't know why this Google Maps was telling me I got 12 minutes before I get to work, because I am not even a mile from work, less than a kilometer from work. All right, so here's a stopping point. So let's see what it says. You have a long drive to work, Kuya. Drive safely. Indeed, I agree with Nicole. Okay. Yeah, communication is so important. I would say that's why my relationship failed is lack of communication, and her priorities changed. I say her priorities changed. I wasn't the priority anymore. More involved with school and other things that she wanted to do that I just didn't feel that I could compete with, and I didn't want to compete with anymore. All right, so I'm moving again. I don't know how I get on these. I'm almost at work. When I get to work, I'll be able to park. and sit and talk with you guys for a while before I go into work. Yeah, this did not take no 12 minutes for me to get here. Because I am one traffic light away from my job. All right, this says, all right, Nicole again says, at first, a Filipino will observe whether she can trust someone enough to share her feelings. Once that trust is built, everything else follows naturally. Okay. Okay, I get it. I get it. Right, because I mean, you don't want, nobody wants their feelings to go unrecognized towards another person. I mean, you don't want to just throw out the L word, or telling somebody you love them, or you have to be able to trust people to be able to build relationships, and that's where the communication comes in, because you have to be able to effectively communicate, in my opinion, to have a healthy relationship being formed. And you have to be able to be honest. So yeah, I totally get that. I totally agree with that, Nicole. I totally agree with that. All right, so I have arrived at work. Got the cars out here. Pull into my parking spot. Employee parking over on this side. Okay. All right, so yeah, Nicole, I totally agree with that. At first, a Filipino will observe whether she can trust someone enough to share her feelings. Once that trust is built, everything else follows naturally. I totally agree. Crizzy, drive through McDonald's. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I didn't see your comment, but yeah, that was probably the 4th or 5th McDonald's that I passed on the way to work. McDonald's is waving. Yeah, I stopped yesterday on the way home and bought me some Pandasol and some Panda Ube to have with my coffee, because going to McDonald's every morning can get quite expensive. Grows at infinity. Wrong translator. Atina, give me your hand. Okay, give me your hand. What? I don't understand. What are you trying to say? What is she trying to say, Nicole? I don't get that one. Oh, French fries? Yeah. McDonald's burger. Okay, Chrissy, give me your hand, capa, chorus, me fingers. I'd have to be in front of my computer where I can use translator to get that. I don't get it. We are doomed by the translator. LJ, you're there. Hola, aloha. I don't see anything. Beep, beep, boom. Beep, beep, broom, broom. LJ traffic. Workplace now. Yeah, I'm at work now. That scores in your emoji Yahoo Workplace now. Yep, I'm here. I'm here. All right, so yeah, Nicole and Chrissy, you guys have answered some questions that I have. But those questions, even with those answers, they give me more questions. Yeah, I think I would do. I don't know if does anybody know Kuya Fred Farrell. He's also a YouTuber that comes on here. I talked with him a couple of times, and he was the one of the ones that told me, George, just wait till you get over here. You know, that the whole meeting someone is a lot more genuine when you meet them in person rather than meeting them over an app. You can actually sit down and have coffee with someone, talk to somebody about them. You can go into the mall, you can, coffee shops, and you'll meet people. So you get in your car, you get on your motorbike and just drive, you'll meet people. So he said, he told me don't stress about it. The one thing I don't want to do is I don't want to get over there and be, 59 years old, have worked the last 45 years of my life, and get there and not have happiness and have somebody that I can share happiness with. Yeah. So I'm getting all mushy. Okay, y'all want to change the topic? Let's see what else we can talk about.
Draft only to be turned away by the NFL.
Turn the radio on, maybe I
Not
can.
hosting a supplemental draft. So Brendan Sorsby focusing on getting better on and off the field in preparation for the 2027 NFL draft. Why I find this fascinating, Smalls, is that Brendan
Okay. Yeah. There's a lot of questions I have. I know that when I get there, I have to adjust to a different culture. I'll try to learn the language, all that stuff. So I just want to be able, like I said, once I get there, the last few years of living here has just not been what I want, and I've not been happy, which has made me even more adamant that I am going to retire and leave the U.S. But I want, from my time, if I don't get there until I'm 59, I want the rest of my time that I am there. I want to be able to share my life experiences with somebody who's going to appreciate it, and with somebody that I can talk to and be an emotional support to, and that can be an emotional support to me. So, didn't mean to have such deep conversation, Nicole. All right, D says, that's a wonderful topic, Kuya Joel. I am not be able to join the topic. Still busy with kids. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, take your time. Kids come first. I've done that part. I've raised 3. So I get it. Let's eat, everyone. LJ, what are you having for dinner? It's 56 minutes. 56 minutes for this live. Eat well, capatanta. Capatanta, is that a dish? Is that something you cook? LJ and Joy still busy here, says Madeline. Aloha, Nicole. Infinity said my brain 5% function. She's going into a comatose, yeah. Milkfish stew. It's a sour soup milkfish. Yeah, I was when I was in the market last night, I saw sour sop juice, and I almost bought it. But this one that I bought yesterday was actually pretty good. It's a mango drink with pulp. I hope that wasn't what messed up my stomach this morning. Okay, I guess we can end that conversation now about relationships and dating.
Right, and the defense kept 1 days until kickoff. The countdown continues on ESPN Radio.
I'm trying to find maybe something to sing, but I don't find anything on the radio.
European, stubble, and foundation.
Tony, how are you doing, Tony? So yeah, I'm just sitting at work. Have to be in another 30 minutes. So I got a little time. Everybody connect to everybody. I think everybody in here is already connected to everybody. Tony is in Panglao. Wonderful, Tony. Wish I was there. Wish I was there. However, I'm still in the U.S. trying to work and save so I can retire. And then I can say, join these lives, and I can say welcome from wherever I am. Luzon or Mindanao, wherever it is. All right, so we had that kind of conversation. I've had a conversation before. Yep, coming over here. No, I'm not coming over to have a look. I'm coming over to live. I've never been to the Philippines, but I am going to retire. Hopefully, just working my plan in another 4 years, and I'm going to plan to retire. And I'm just picking up and I'm leaving. I can't do the U.S. anymore. Sapik Kua Joel. Sapik Kua Joel. Good for you. What's Sapik? I don't know what that is. Yeah. Nicole says, hope you find the right one, Kuya. She'll share her life with you, take care of you, and stay by your side for the rest of your life. God, that's what I want. That's what I want. Take care of me. I can take care of her. I'll stay by her side. But yeah, that is definitely what I want. Oh, Subic Kuya. Okay. Oh yes, Subic. That is I think the U.S. had not an air base, but they had a Navy base there. I think they still have a base there, or they do some training there. Is that where you are, Infinity? Yeah. Thank you, Chrissy. Thank you, Chrissy. Nicole, I appreciate your comment. I really do. I really do. So, what I was getting ready to say before I read before I read Nicole's comment is I wanted to open up to you guys, and I wanted to answer any questions that you guys have about me or about life here in the U.S. I used to get on my channel and say I'm not going to talk about politics or anything like that, but there's nothing off limits. So I don't worry about or care about whether I talk politics or not. Oh, she's working in Saudi Arabia. Okay. OFW. Okay. Infinity. Chrissy says you're single. Single and 3 kids. How old are your children, Infinity? I know what has made my relationship here, or what has made my ability to find someone there and try to start building something is the current status of my relationship here. I'm not divorced. We do still live in the same house, although I feel like we're more than, I feel like we're roommates more than spouse. And like I said, communication is just gone. Probably 6-7 years ago, communication just went out the window. Right around the time of COVID. So when I retire, hope to have divorce finished or separation, all ironed out. My kids all know that I'm leaving, that I am going to retire and move to the Philippines and just try to live my last few years of my life happy. That's something I haven't seen in a while, is happiness. Probably the only one that doesn't know is my son. My son that you guys met earlier in the live. He has autism, and so his processing is just different. Processing of things is just different from anything else. Okay, let's see. Kuya Infinity is single, and have 3 kids. Infinity Long. Chrissy says, I think the oldest was 20. Gores. Nicole says Gores single and ready to mingle. Who is Gores? I haven't seen a Gores in here. Did I miss somebody that came in that I didn't see? Infinity is there. She's posting Shalom Harmony 5. Hello. How are you? Mama Chrissy. Gores is oh, okay. Gores is Infinity. Okay. Good, Shalom. I'm glad that you're doing well. So, should I call you Gores or should I call you Infinity? Oh, her name is Melody. Okay. That's a pretty name. So whenever I was in college, I pledged a fraternity, and because I was a singer, or still am a singer, but more so then, my line name that they called me was Mr. Melody. Melanie, how old are you? Another call. This is my brother. That was my brother, one of my oldest brothers. I called him yesterday for his birthday. He had turned 74 on his birthday. All right, let's go back and try to catch up. All right, Chrissy said she thinks her oldest is 20. Gore's single and ready to mingle. Gore's is Infinity. Okay, I already read that. We call her Infinity. Kuya. Gore's Infinity. Her name is Melody. Okay, I read that. Says, he says, don't call her Gores. It is mean by Tanders and old. It's just our call sign for her. Oh, okay. Okay, I will call her Melody. This says, how old are you, Kuya Joel? I am 55. Okay, Infinity says she is 48 this coming September. Okay. 48, single, ready to mingle. So you said you had 2 children, 3 children, and how old are they? They said 20. Maybe you've answered and I just hadn't gotten to those yet. LJ Rose Espasad. Loading. Manolin. Chrissy. In the name. Nicole says in the name. Loading. Are you drunk, Manolin? Shout out, brother. Wow. Belated birthday, brother. Yeah, he turned 74 yesterday. And my oldest brother is 76. My parents had me way late. My mother, I wanted to say my mother was probably 38, 40 years old when I was born. Yeah, ready to mingle, Melody. Infinity, my youngest daughter, 17 years old. So you have a 20-year-old and a 17-year-old. Okay. My kids are 24 is my oldest. Then that's my daughter. She's 24. She's my oldest. My next daughter is 18, but she will be 19 on Sunday, July 5th. And then my son is 17. He just turned 17 in April. All right. You're crazy, Gores. Yeah. No, I will call you Melody or Infinity. Yeah, 19 years old. So yeah, 24, 19, and 17. So by the time I leave here, my kids will be all grown. Yeah, her birthday is July 5th. And so other folks are starting to come to work now, so I'm going to get out the car and head in the building myself. But I will keep you all with me, my friends. Yeah, wish you could reach that age. Yeah, I would love to, Nicole, as well. I mean, I want to be that age and be 70 plus and having a home and sitting out on the veranda with a special person, working a garden, growing vegetables, things like that. You're going to have a blast. She's going to have a blast doing what? laughing out loud here. Can I congratulate you? Okay, maybe I missed something. Let me go back. My youngest daughter is 17 years old. Infinity says you're crazy, Gores. Grizzy says your second Gores year. Wow, 19 years old, July 5th. Wow, I wish I could reach that age, Kuya. Gores, you're going to have a blast. I'm laughing out loud here. Can I congratulate you? Sis Madeline. 21, 19, and 17. Oh, okay. Well, our kids are close in age. 24, 19, and 17. Yeah, cool. Infinity, Melody, on your page, is there video of you there in the page? All right, there is video of you there. Okay. I'll go and check your page out later. Sounds like the ladies are trying to hook you up. Yeah. All right, let me get out the car. I'm thinking. All right, those are my keys. This is my hat because it is extremely hot here during this. Grab my lunch. Phone stand. Oh, I got it in my hand. I'm looking for it and I got it right here. Richie! What's happening, bud? Another day. That's one of the parts drivers. His name is Richie. All right, I am here in the building. All right, I am at work. Name tag on. Get back to these questions here. All right, let's get back to it. All right, Tony. Tony said you built up your 401k. Yeah, I've been working that. I also have some investments on another digital platform that I'm trading. I say trading. I really haven't been trading. I just put it there and left it. So yeah. Yeah, so I have that 401k, have a Roth IRA, and then I have a 401k from a previous job that I invested in for about, I was there 10 years and invested in that for about 7 of those 10. Yeah. Getting signed into my computer. Let me know. Where should I go? Okay. Let me sign into YouTube here on my computer. All right. INFINITI 17U. Basketball. Infinity Beyond. There she is. 2,700. Okay. So Infinity, I see a video here that says Advanced General Cleaning OFW Saudi Arabia. Is that you in the video there with the purple outfit? Good man. Tony says, considering selling my house and have built up my private pension. It's nice here, but you better add livestock into the mix as food is a letdown. Yeah, one thing Tony, I would love to have, and I may have shared this on here before, but one thing I would love to have is a place where I could actually raise, chickens and pigs and things like that. That's something that I did as a kid. My parents had a farm, and we had chickens and pigs, and had a cow and all that kind of stuff. So that was actually something that I really looked forward to be able to do that again when I retire. Mildred. Hey, Mildred, you're back. Thanks for joining again. So did Melody leave? Love shot, baby. Trying to see if I can. Is that her? Was that Infinity in that video? She's not responding, so I don't. Maybe she's working. Chrissy, you're saying yes, that's her? She's in Saudi Arabia. Okay. Okay. Sis Madeline, good evening. Mildred, Chrissy says yes. Okay. No other comments since then. She has very long hair. Okay.
What's up, part-time?
What's going on, man?
You saw some yesterday? Anybody tell me after the
Took
first
two.
You seen him two early?
Yeah. Me and Anthony were here, and we stayed. I left right at 7 o'clock.
Yeah. I mean, it was dead. When I said dead, there ain't nobody going on that way. It was dead.
Today is the last day to try to get it.
Two, yeah.
Today is the last day to try to get it, so I'll try to get one today.
It's down. Oh, it's in the highway.
Huh?
Hit Kathleen just flat jet by it. It's late.
Does she work today? Yeah, because her day off is today normally. So this week, because of 4th of July, whatever day you're normally supposed to be off, you work from 9 until 3. So she'll be here until 3 o'clock today. And normally she would be off. And that's why I'm glad they started doing that, because what they used to do is
It makes you work the whole, and
Yeah.
it really, I mean, come on, give people a benefit, you know what I mean? Like, if that's your day off, it's your day off. If something just happened, a holiday fall on, the day before, whatever, that's the holiday.
Tumpy told me, said that he, whenever he got in this position, that was one of the first things he said he was going to do is, you know, the holiday's a holiday, and your day off is your day off. And he said that he had mentioned that to Travis and Bubba, said they went, he was like, they were dead set against that.
I think to me, that's evil. Not consideration for the people, man. But that's your deal. Okay, say you got something planned your day off, you have planned for that. Holiday happen to fall on Thursday, Friday, whatever. That's the holiday. You get paid for the holiday, right?
Yeah.
It's a paid holiday. So why should it interfere with your day off? You know, like that. It's not even common sense to me.
Yeah, that's because Tumpy said whenever he was at Baker, he said they were off that day.
Yeah.
They got both.
That's a
Again?
no, the S class.
The one over here?
Yeah, you might as well clean it. I don't know when they're coming. They could come now.
That's the one that was sitting over here for a few days? Or?
So the transporter could show up in 10 minutes or 3 days. So if it's ready.
So the transporter taking it?
So
Oh, the soldier.
so in Texas.
That loan money in Texas. That loan money in
Clear,
Texas.
you ain't doing it.
Yeah. That loan money out there.
All right, thank you. Just give me the keys.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm
Don't start. Don't start. Don't start. Don't start. Don't start. You know what it was?
I'm tired.
I went to get me a phone from the flea market Saturday. That was Sunday. You know, 'cause I just bought the flea market from there. I was talking to this guy. He saw the phone. He actually from Africa. He was here for like 10 years. So he was saying he never thought his country was going like that when he first came back. You know, having all the things he had. He said he right now he's ready to get out of this.
Did you so you know about nobody's saying anything that hadn't made national news, but in Aiken, South Carolina, there was these two white kids that killed this black guy, and then the parents of the two kids trying to sweep it all under the rug, trying to hide it all, because the parents got money, so they were trying to slide it all and put it. I saw it yesterday on.
Trying to find out of it.
Yeah.
Sense of speaking. But that's just, this country rooted into what it is. I mean,
Yeah.
and everybody always say,
Sorry about that, guys. I'm trying to set up appointments for sales. I'm trying to get one for the day. I got 2 scheduled, but neither one of them are for the day. I go ahead and schedule them because I need to sell one then too. So I was in here gray hair. Infinity, are you still there? You had my curiosity, now you have my interest. A line from the movie Django Unchained. See, all my usual suspects are here. Yeah, I want to do another live stream, another yard stream. But there's too much music in the background here, and it was got to be a lot more echo and everything from the other day. Actually, let me see if I can do that. You do? Let's see if I can set this up to where I'm the only person that hears. Not gonna be able to do a thing here. I've done 1 hour and 41 minutes. I'm at work. I am going to disconnect. Thank you everybody for coming. Nicole, Chrissy, Mildred, Madeline, Days, LJ. Mildred was already here. Who else was here? Tony came in. Infinity. LJ. All you guys, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for coming in. Hey. All you guys, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for coming in and supporting my live. I have a notification up that I'm going to do a live tomorrow at 7. But because they changed my schedule and I have to come to work tomorrow, I will not be doing that live. I'm actually going to go on and take that down. So thank you everybody again for stopping by, and I will actually disconnect from here and see which of you are live and join your live. So again, thanks guys for joining me. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you later. Bye.